Hey, we're all here.
Are we?
I don't know. Do we got audio now? Everybody hears
Wait,
us
hold on. Let me
pretty
get my
good.
other earphone real quick.
Since we're
Yeah,
using
there you go.
cool. Everybody hears everybody?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, because we switched to the Twitch studios. So I was hoping I had all my settings properly. So I guess we're finally live here on the Twitch studios using that shit now. Because guess what? Fuck Streamlabs. Yeah, so I am your host, the Drunken Guardian, Danny
We
Martinez.
look a little
Welcome.
jittery.
Welcome. Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Kind of twitchy.
It's probably
Well,
it's probably just
Twitch
the connection,
on
I'm
Twitch.
sure. I'm twitching on Twitch. I'm your host, the Drunken Guardian, Danny Martinez. This is the TDG Gaming Podcast. We are here with Randy Rignorok. What's up?
Hello.
You got the Sober Guardian, Danny,
Hey,
and Boneless Bones, Kevin.
Boneless Bones here.
And
The only one with an actual introduction.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's kind of just like a hi, I guess.
with a actual tag name.
Yeah.
This is episode 53, and we took a week break since I was visiting New York. So if you guys want to check out the freaking social media stuff, you can watch a couple of videos of us being stupid, doing karaoke and stuff, having fun.
I
in
heard
New York.
somebody busted their tooth on a penis or something. I wasn't there. So.
Who could that have been? Who could that have been? Yikes.
Not a tooth out of his mouth. Fucking tooth came out.
So
I'm telling you, Danny got that cannon. But I mean,
I must have missed out that
so
part.
before we get started, so I just want to remind everybody, don't forget to subscribe, to follow on the podcast, wherever it may be. We are on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on all the audio podcast services like Google Play and Spotify. All you got to do is search for the TDG Gaming Podcast. We drink, we play games, we talk news. We want you to join, so follow us however works for you. Shit. Oh yeah. So I was also gonna say, Danny, congratulations. He's got his third kid. So
Thank you. Yes, I had it last Thursday.
You need to put that shit away.
Again.
I said her. Did I say it? Well,
You said it. I had it last Thursday.
Well, I did have it, and it popped out to be a beautiful baby girl. Raised
you
on
go. Baby guardian.
Baby guardian.
She's holding me back from playing video games, but
of course,
she's cute otherwise. She doesn't eat shit, and fucking drink all day. She's up for like a half an hour a day.
Yeah.
She's
three kids. Yeah.
She's cute with my kids though. My kids love them, especially my daughter.
I'm good with just my fur baby. That's about it. I'm good with that.
Fur baby.
Yeah. So
your persona. Kevin's actually a single mother of 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When were you gonna tell us this?
Soon, but Randy put me on blast, so I guess I gotta tell you now. So yeah, I'm a beautiful mother, daughter, son, father. To do
fucking Coco and Oreo, right?
Coco Oreo, and I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm a first time.
What?
A what?
I'm an actual godfather. It's the first time.
Hey.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah. But it doesn't compare to having your third. Congrats to Sober.
Thanks.
And love you, man.
After 2, it just becomes redundant. No
You're just like, oh shit again.
Okay. I got one boy, one girl, everything else.
Yeah, I didn't even get a single fucking baby gift this time. Like the first time you get tons of crap, right? Like tons of shit like you never use. The second time it's like, here's some petty stuff, and the third time it's like, you got it all. Stop. Here's some flowers.
I think there was a comedian that said some shit like that. He was just saying,
it's true.
when you get your first and second kid, everyone's all excited and stuff. Oh, it's so cute and doing this. And when you're like, oh yeah, I'm kid number 3, I'm like, oh, okay.
What?
You're still doing that? That sounds expensive.
So you got money with that? Oh shit.
So
I don't have any that I'm aware of. So
what has everyone been up to gaming wise? You guys been playing any games? I know, Randy, what you've been playing.
What?
Final Fantasy 12.
No.
Actually, no. This time no. I was like 12. What? No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Ever since the World Ends With You came out,
I
I have not put that shit down.
I know.
Unless
we all
I'm like
that.
working. But yeah. Dude, it's so fucking good. Like it just keeps on getting better the more that you play it.
I gotta play it more.
Yeah, oh definitely. Fucking when you unlock hard mode, I immediately put the game onto that shit, and hard is pretty fucking hard, and I actually love that.
The normal mode is so far from me really easy. I haven't got that far. I only got up to
normal's pretty easy. You have to unlock the like social thingy. I think that's like on the 4th or 3rd day. Mm-hmm. You'll get it soon.
I'm on the 3rd. I can't remember the 3rd or 4th day, but I'm trying to get the new player. You get the clothes and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm up to. I just gave the new player the pin. I'm not gonna say who or what.
I just finished week 2.
Yeah, you're fucking.
I'm on week 3 already.
You're literally weeks ahead of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to play too much. So I'm just a little bit ahead of you, Danny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's all I guess all three of us have been playing that shit.
Fucking earlier when I asked you if you were playing it, I wanted to discuss the game with you, but yeah, I can't.
I know.
I want
honestly,
to so bad.
I tried to get more ahead of it so we can like talk about it because I know we're both gonna want to talk about it, but you know me, like shit gets distracting.
Yeah. But no, for sure. Once you at least get halfway into week 2, it could be like a full blown fucking discussion.
Yeah.
Can we have a mini discussion now on some of the stuff that's bothering me
with the game? Yeah.
Mechanics wise, totally fine. Story wise, I run.
Story, well, even the story, like the beginning story. I don't know. I'm looking at this standpoint. It's over the story first. I don't know, and I apologize if I'm not looking at the camera right now because I'm trying to finish this raid at the same time, and I will print it down as soon as I finish. I promise. But the beginning story, I don't know part 1. I probably have to read into it or look at a video, so I'm not sure how much it entails or correlates. But as a player, because this is to sound like a part 2 to me, this game, right? If I was just like, oh, here's a new game, I want to play it, let me pick this up and then start playing it, I don't really know what the fuck's going on too much besides the fact that they're kind of telling you, oh, you're dead, and this is the world, and you have to find this Reaper game to become alive. But I don't remember watching them die. There's no part in
that's part of the character and story development because they do the same thing with the first game.
In the first one, the main character just wakes up in the middle of Shibuya, and he's like, "The fuck!" Like literally just people are just crossing in front of him, and he has no idea what's going on. So his death.
So then that aspect kind of makes sense because that probably be you're kind of supposed to know that already, and it's probably like, okay, this guy's going through the same thing, but as a player again who hasn't played the first one, I'm just playing it as brand new person, brand new perspective. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm gonna beat the game.
You're like, I don't remember seeing them die. What the fuck is
going on?
I
remember. Yeah. I'm like, I remember seeing the friend kind of die, and he had that vision. That makes sense.
And then it changed and whatever.
Yeah. And that makes sense.
Honestly, like it's gonna sound stupid to just say like, oh, just play the game and you'll find out. But that's literally all it is because I can't say anything about it without like spoiling anything. So
that was kind of irking me a little bit, but not too much because like I had a feeling, okay, keep playing the game, obviously don't keep just playing stuff.
Everything starts to get pieced together.
The second part is with that I just not really concerned upon whatever, but it's like when they showed the first boss that you do, that big monkey.
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been more. You know what I mean? There was no scene of it coming down, no cutscene, no nothing. It was just the simple dialogue and the beginning intro with the one where like you're dying or whatever happens when you first come to this world.
The prologue,
that was awesome. Like that was a great scene. I was it's gonna be fun. But to me, it like, especially for the first boss, he should have had something. It was a cool fight. I did like the fight, the way they jumped on the giant King Kong jumped on the tower, comes down, does a crash. Super easy, of course, which is a little disappointing, but still kind of fun.
Yeah, it's the intro boss.
But yeah, I was gonna say, by the way, anybody listening, like, yeah, that's not really spoilers because it's like the first 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
even if you played the demo, I actually played the demo for 2 fucking hours. Like, I went in on that shit.
Yeah.
So that was just a little disappointing. It's like they could have had. I feel like they could have done it a little bit more. And I'm not sure if they are like more scenes like that where like
it's animated.
Yeah, it should be more. I mean, it's a bigger game. It's made for console, not made for the DS. So I feel like they should have gave it that same
more
love.
production value with
they should have.
I kind of understand that.
They should have gave it that love because I like the dialogue is fucking awesome between the people. The music is by far so far my favorite music I've had in a game since Final Fantasy 14. You know, like it's some cool fucking like I want the soundtrack. Like one of those songs sounds like fucking Chris Jericho, Judas. I don't know who he is, but he sounds
exactly
like
which song you're talking about. Yeah,
and it's in the beginning. It's like the intro fucking song. Like it was like a few different songs. I was like, what? This is nice. Like I was really impressed by that.
Yeah, one of the biggest things was the music, but I do kind of understand why they didn't do so many cutscenes because there are cutscenes in the game. It's just mainly for like really story significant parts, so they're not going to do it for like any of the bosses because the bosses like
that was the first boss. That is the physical moment of you're in the shit. You know, you're in. I think that one should have been, you know, a little more.
Kinda, yeah, but also the thing is that it's like the boss noise that are like the targets. They're not there to push the story. Fillers. They're just there. So you're not focused. You're not really focused on the game itself. The game itself is of no real importance. It's just the characters that you're involved with and the characters around you. They could have probably done a lot more animations, but I don't think that it would have really done that great because like everything is already going into like the world itself.
At least have it coming out, doing something, attacking you a little bit, something. It felt flat, like it landed flat, like
they kind of do touch on that a little bit with, like in the first Spider News from what I remember, they make a big deal with some of the bigger noises, like the ones that are like summoned by like main characters, like enemies, or like some of the enemies they end up turning into noise. So like you'll see, hopefully that happens in the second part. So
like Minamoto when he was evil.
Yeah, we'll probably see more of a spectacle with that at some point deeper in the game, hopefully.
And then I love the combat and the pins and figuring that. I think that's really fun. Again, the game so far right now to me is really easy. Like you're doing like 5 different chains, 6 chains, as much as I could.
5 for now.
I think it's 5. I think it's 5 the most, right?
Yeah, it's you unlock it in intervals of 5 when you keep increasing it. So it goes 5, 10. I'm at 15 right now.
Yeah, and just like okay, that's not
absolute nightmare.
That's the only way to get a challenge right now, and it's not really that much, but whatever. But
like I said, once you get the social network thing,
and again, I feel like it's more you have to keep going. But I don't want to put the game into hard mode. I mean, I want to feel how the game should be played on normal.
You want the game to hold your hand. Don't let Randy know
about
that.
No, not the game to hold your hand.
No, but this is the nifty
challenge thing. You shouldn't have to put it to extreme or hard in order to have a challenge. The normal mode should challenge you, or at least be playable type of thing. You know what I mean? Like
no, of course. And this is one thing that I love about the game itself.
If you like trying to min-max it, yes, you go to hard.
It's either that or you could lower your level. Because you have the option to like fuck with your difficulty or also just like decrease your level from like what it is. Yeah, or both. Because it's like you get more experience on higher difficulties, I think, and then just higher drop rates, but a lower health pool the lower your level is. So if you're level 12 right now, you could drop yourself to level 5, have a level 5 health pool, and keep on going with the game like that. Like the enemies are going to hit the same. They're not going to hit any harder. It's just that as opposed to having like 600 health points, you'll probably be with 300. So that 50, as opposed to leaving you at 550, you'll be at fucking 250. And it's like, oh shit, now it's an actual threat.
Is there like you actually have to dodge mechanics or do anything like that? Because right now I feel like I'm just fucking going on attack and blast them until I get a noise combo, and then I do a big blast and everybody dies.
Yeah, there are moments that you're gonna have to dodge. Like the wolves, the second form of them, I fucking hate them because they will pin you down. They're a lot more annoying in the actual game than they were in the fucking.
Instead of 4 legs.
No. What?
Is that like we're walking on 2 legs instead of 4? Because I know there were some of those in.
Oh no! Those were the bears.
Were they bears? No.
Yeah, they were the grizzlies that had like they they were just like stub-legged and they had like the really long arms. Now the wolves, I mean the bears are on all fours. But no, the second form wolves, they're gold.
Okay.
And they're fucking cunts. I swear to God, like I hate them so much.
All right, wait.
So
let's not go too much deeper into it. Go
I
ahead.
know, but just one more thing
There's no spoilers. Okay.
Only thing that I find to be the biggest negative, and I've never had this in a game, the fucking map. Okay, if I'm walking up and my map marker, the little map marker on the bottom, is fucking pointing left or some shit, that makes no sense. It's driving me
perspective of
nuts.
camera.
You can't change the camera.
Actually, well, the funny thing about that is that I did kind of have an issue with that, like the first couple hours playing, the fixed camera angles.
Yes, it's because of the fixed camera angle, and it would be fine if I pressed up and the little fucking mini map he go up to. You know what I mean? It could be a fixed map all you want. That's fine. But the fixed map and the mini map that you have in the bottom should match, and that's driving me fucking nuts. Because I'm looking up, I'm going up. Okay, I want to go up towards that thing, looking at the map at the same time to try to get multiple, and it's like, fuck, it's not the right direction. Oh my god, this is fucking annoying. Like that's really irking me. And it's not even like it's backwards or something. Like it's inverted axis. It's just completely.
It's a little disorienting. Yeah.
Press up, it goes right. Like what the fuck? That makes no sense.
Have you been to Center Street yet?
Yeah. I just
that's my I hate that one.
Yeah.
That one area, I detest it because it's like a little island is in the middle, and one alley has like a kind of janky camera in the corner. The other one has one on like the lower corner, and then the other one goes back up, and on the side it's on like a weird kind of thing. If you go straight in like whatever direction you're kind of going with your stick, it keeps you going that way. So if you were to be going down instead of going like you're going this way, and then the camera shifts. Instead of continuing downwards, like towards the alley, you run into the wall.
Yeah. It's
the camera just fucks with you. That I do understand.
That I feel like they need to.
I agree with you on that
again,
totally.
They should just have it match to make it easier for you because of stuff like that. If you press up, you go up on the little mini map. This way, you have to follow the mini map. You're pretty much following the mini map only. You're not following so much
a jank camera
fusion of the jank camera because the camera, like you said, flip back and forth, and then it's going sideways, and then it has there's some camera views in the beginning of the game, the first one, where it's like underneath, and I keep just trying to move the camera up over it because that's what I'm so used to, and I'm like, they need that. Why didn't it? Right. And I get it, it's the way of saving money for the making and it's the art style, whatever, but.
So
Kevin,
that's
my biggest complaint.
Week 2 is gonna piss you off.
Kevin, I know he hasn't been playing the game. You guys haven't heard from him yet.
I haven't said anything. I just looked away from the game.
He's been playing Mega Man.
Is that what you've been playing?
No, I've been playing.
Oh no, wait! I can tell you, Ender Lilies.
Ender Lilies. That's what I'm playing.
What? I can't hear you. Well.
Oh, hello.
It's like you got a fan or something.
Yeah, you got a fan in the background?
It's the AC. Sorry for that. It's going to be too hot for me to turn it off. I've been playing Ender's Lilies for a bit now. It's another Metroidvania style game. So I'm telling you, I'm starting to fall into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, right.
My favorite. They're all the same. That's why they're usually. We get a new one next week.
Yeah,
I feel like you're accomplishing something.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
You like finding those little Steam games.
Yeah. And it's a little gem. It's it has. You use a ghost as things to fight with, and it's like JoJo because it's like stands. So I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead, Silver Cherry, and then I'd like died like 3 times during your guys' discussion. I was just like, this is great, it's great. I love this game. I'm not upset at all.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the art style for that game, by the way? Like the animation in terms of fluidity or lack thereof.
It's very. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it at first, but it kind of grew on me because as your character, I would say, as you defeat bosses, your character's hair color changes, and it's very subtle. It's at first it's not noticeable, but then later on, like the more you level up, the more I would say corrupted your character gets, and this like you start noticing it more and more. So that's why I like the plain Jane look till later on. But the art style is like,
What about in terms of like animation, movement wise? Because personally, for me, I feel like it creeps me the fuck out. because it looks very like paper puppet-esque.
It does, I've hated it. I hated that type of art style. But after you play the game for a while, you kind of just not notice it anymore, and I find that strange. But I guess I just deal with it now.
You just put up with it because you're playing it already.
Yeah, it Stockholm me into accepting it.
I feel like that
essentially got kidnapped
before too. Yeah. Does anybody drink anything before we start moving on? I got no cocktail today, so I'm getting rid of the plum wine that I had from like 2 or 3 cocktails ago. So I'm just gonna be doing that. What about you?
Just drinking shots.
You and your White Claw.
Danny with his white bitch drink.
I like my White Claw. I had one in the fridge. I guess it was half no calories. Oh my god, it was fucking horrible.
Sounds bad.
It tastes like just salsa water with like
it's just devoid of flavor.
And then it had the horrible aftertaste.
Cheers. Hey,
urine.
He's drinking butterfly pee.
Oh my god!
Oh. Wait, no, it's funny. No, every single week he keeps on doing something with piss.
That's why I'm drinking this today.
Damn.
First it was a chocobo piss. Then what was it? What was the other one?
Yeah, chocobo, and then I don't remember.
Sober Danny, what was it? What was the drink you had last?
Was it that martini?
It was
because it was yellow also.
I'm calling out to the audience. What was the last drink that Danny had?
So I went to a candy shop while I was in New York.
The bubbles in it that went flat. The piss that
went flat. The chocobo, golden chocobo.
The piss that went flat.
That piss was flat as fuck.
I went to a candy shop in New York, hydrated and then I saw this thing, so I thought of you guys. So I bought this.
Aw. So when you see piss, you think of us. That's sweet.
Exactly.
How nice.
That makes sense.
Every time he goes to the bathroom, he's like, the podcast.
Wait, did they have Lady Dimitrescu piss in there? No?
No, they
dude,
had the bath
it's the bath water.
Oh my god!
I got my sake right here.
You got your sake? No, keep it in the urine. Come on.
Actually, that kind of looks like it too.
Yeah. That's why I keep it in the fucking urine thing.
All right, so
you might as well just drink piss. I'm just having the Smirnoff 100.
Nobody really have to find the right one because there are lots of sweet ones. Yeah, I told you. I think I told you before. You would like plum wine, plum sake. That is sweet as fuck. You would not know there's alcohol in it. You'll like it. But anyways, so we're gonna go to a very small news article that we'll touch on really briefly because we only have one other big article that we're going to talk about today since there hasn't been much news going on lately for the past couple weeks. First off, so they re-released Fatal Frame Made in Blackwater, and it's receiving a lot of positive reception. So it's giving our developers a chance to possibly revive the franchise again.
Which one was that?
New installment someday in the future.
The pictures and the ghosts.
I know Fatal Frame, but the butterfly.
That was like the fourth.
No, Crimson Butterfly was PlayStation 2, wasn't it?
Crimson Butterfly was Crimson Butterfly was 2.
This is part 2.
No. The Made in Blackwater was either 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Was that for the Wii?
Was that released here?
That was the first. It was multi-platform, but I think it was mostly focused on Wii.
Yeah, okay, but the Wii one was the one I think that was more like action-ish versus No,
because I know the first really kept to its roots for the most part.
I think there was one it felt a little more.
That was for the Wii U. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, there's one of them I felt like it was really more like Resident Evil, like they really got away from the whole survival horror.
Yep.
So it had a little bit, but
so there's a Game Informer article that mentioned Famitsu and a producer of the games, Kesuke Kikuchi. So I can pronounce that right. He said, what I'm hoping for, we're releasing this game to commemorate the series' 20th anniversary. We're hopeful a lot of fans will take the opportunity to play the game, he added. We'd love to see this lead to a new title. So were you guys crazy about the Fatal Frame games, or what do you think? What do you think about them coming back, Danny?
I think the first few that I remember, especially the first one that we played, had no clue really what it was. And I think we might have had like an inkling, but I think we rented it from Blockbuster, and like, this is supposed to be a scary game, and then we played it, and it was like, holy shit, this is more than scary.
Yeah,
like people who would watch it with us would get scared, you know. it was that good of a nice horror game.
It was.
Or whatever. So that was fun. That was great. It was unique. Taking the pictures of the ghosts, and actually looking to get scared. That's the concept of the game. Is you're looking to be scared. Is how you win by being scared, by finding ghosts.
By facing your fears.
Yeah. That's I thought they were great. I just think they got whited out because the storyline on those Japanese horror movies are all kind of the same. And it can't really go too far, and you can't really build. I don't think you can build a world with that. That feels like a gimmick, like something you could do one or two times.
I don't think they ever did a world with it though. They always just all they ever did. It was every game was its own individual.
But they tried to give it these grandiose stories where the simple. It needed to just be simple. It's just scary haunted place. You find pictures.
Simple and clean.
Yeah, it doesn't really need to. It doesn't really need to have this great giant fucking scary story behind. Like deep fucking meaning and all the crazy shit behind it. So I think making a remake it would be awesome.
Yeah.
That went over my head,
so
I have to basically get a shot.
Are you crazy? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you crazy about it coming back at all?
I got
would
that
you try
now.
it again?
Yeah, okay.
Only took you like 3 minutes, but all right, sure.
Yeah, it really.
Clearly, I'm not appreciated.
Wait. He says the stupid. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for another drink and a shot anyway.
So you okay with it coming back?
Yeah. I mean, well, not the original. I want a remake of the original. I think they could do it.
No, we're talking about like a fresh new like game, not a remake, a remaster. Like we're talking about a sequel, brand new game. Hopefully, some new mechanics.
Yeah, because it's made and re-release, but there's a new game in the franchise in the works.
Yeah.
No, because they would. I think they would ruin it and try to make it too much. But it would still be interesting. I think that a remake in VR would be perfect.
Oh, man.
Oh, that would be really cool, actually. That'd be horrifying.
Hold on.
It would be absolutely horrifying.
Y'all remember the Ju-on game?
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't that scary, though.
It wasn't, but imagine that in first person. Well, actually, like VR.
Yeah.
This entire time, I was just thinking of The Calling. The Calling, was it called?
The Calling?
It's another Wii game where basically your remote acted as like a cell phone, and like it would ring, and like you basically have to communicate with. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, it's first off, the title was really cute because it was like so The Calling, right? The L and the I were like reception bars on the cover. Because everything was like phone based. That was pretty neat. But it was another kind of like Japanese horror ghost story game.
Yeah.
They got big around the time the Ring and everything, so everybody kind of like jumped in the bandwagon in the US.
I mean, also the thing is that it's like Japan has a lot of folklore, like a lot of fucking spooky shit behind them.
Yeah, that is true.
A lot of good ghost stories and a lot of creativity when it comes to their horror stuff. So,
yeah.
I know there's a movie that's supposed to come out at some point. I saw a trailer for it and it looks pretty scary. And I think it was about a guy who did The Grudge. It was either The Grudge or The Ring, or maybe even both. I don't know, but that shit looked really good. So Japan always got the best horror stuff. What did you think, Kevin, of the whole Fatal Frame news? Or like, is there, if they made like a sequel or something, is there anything new that you'd want to add onto the game aside from VR? Because VR is a good idea.
I've actually never played Fatal Frame. I was too chicken shit to play it at the time, and
I wouldn't play it now.
No. Like, is it just because it's bad or because it's scary?
It's just scary. Yeah, and I don't want to shit myself in front of the kids.
No, wait, hold on, time out. Now that you have a new baby, they won't know if it's the baby or you.
That is true. Come on. True.
Think about it.
I like that they're bringing back.
Why is Dad in the corner? Don't worry.
He's just there.
Don't worry.
Is he crying?
We don't know. We don't. I actually like that they're bringing back more horror games that we know of, like franchises that we're comfortable with, and I want to see them bring back like more scary games. Like, I don't fucking know off the top of my head. What is it?
Bring back PT.
Give me a prettier version of System Shock.
They are. They're doing a remaster.
Yeah, no, System Shock 2 already has like a whole like prettier update that somebody did.
But I mean like games like that, like.
But you're right. Yeah, I mean they are bringing in some good horror stuff because they're going to do the remaster of System Shock. There's all these rumors that are already going around for Silent Hill.
A remake of Dead Space. So it's like I'm glad that they're bringing
that one's coming out.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they're taking more. I would say charge on horror games and how like they blown up like more now, especially how people fall easily into playing those games. But I want to see what they do.
The thing is that horror games were really like dominant back then. Like Condemned.
Oh my god!
Condemned was really fucked.
It was some shit. I never wanted to play it.
It was just
not
really
okay,
short, but it was good.
Yeah, but the thing is that it had like the proper atmosphere to just like, I don't know, it would make me so tense while playing. Like I almost shattered a controller just out of fear. Like I didn't want to keep going forward, even though I knew that it's just a fucking game. It was just creepy. Yeah. But then every single horror game went from horror to survival horror.
Oh, and then that's where it fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like Dead Space 1 is wonderful, 2 is fucking great, and 3 drops the ball because 3 is just Lost Planet.
Yep.
Yeah. Lost Planet with a lot of blood. That's it.
You know what? Two games that I would really like I guess you can call them horror wise.
I would want the Lost Planet. That shit was hot.
I would like a remake for Danny, you remember Nightmare Creatures? Nightmare Creatures was like a hack and slash, like horror game. It was just like a bunch of hideous monsters like after you and stuff. You had to slash your way through the level. But like the atmosphere and the creatures are really scary. And then do you guys remember the game The Suffering?
Vaguely.
Oh, yes.
That would be another one I would love to see. Like
that was cool. The jail one, right?
With the prison, the prisoner.
That was really good because they had
so good.
The psychological, because it would do the flashes as she was going by and doing normal stuff, and it would like flash memories and things like that was going on. Yeah, that was good.
What's the horror game with the bathtub scene? There's like the chick sees herself dying in a bathtub.
I don't know.
You're gonna put death in the bathtub, and see all that fucked up shit come up.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Jesus. My asshole puckered. I don't want to find out what that is.
I'm done. No more.
No. Pineapples.
No. Well, are you looking it up right now? Because we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
out. Get back to us with it. So
yeah.
All right. Well, actually, this is gonna be pretty long. So just hold on to that thought. I got a lot to say about this. This has been going on for quite a while, and there's quite a few resources about this. There's a lot of different information about this.
Eternal Darkness.
Hey.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Eternal Darkness.
All right, cool. Back to the
bathtub scene.
I don't know about the bathtub scene, but that game is.
I'm pretty sure that one had the bathtub scene. Now I'm thinking about something else, but it's like she sees her corpse in the thing, and like it was just really creepy. Anyways, I'm gonna get another drink, so I'm gonna turn the camera off and mute for a second, but I'll still hear you.
Yeah. So, motherfucking my picture. So yeah, this has been going on.
I forgot
I
had that.
this has been going on for a while.
My job.
Yeah, that's me, by the way, on his profile picture. It's shit.
Chippendales.
I was drinking a margarita. All right, so yeah, a lot of news has been on this right now. So one of the biggest things is of the past few weeks is the Activision Blizzard harassment lawsuits. So a couple of updates, a couple of things going on, and some parts of the situation that we can talk about however you guys want. Blizzard president J. Allen Brack has stepped down this past week with Jen O'Neill and Mike Ibarra as co-leaders taking over. About his stepping down, Game Informer has mentioned in the article, quote, "Not included in the statement is an apology for his reported role in the allegations against the company, nor does it appear that he has taken any personal accountability for his passive role in allowing such reported behaviors to continue," end quote. Mm-hmm. Related to the investigation going on, investors are also suing Activision Blizzard. This piece is coming from what I read on rockpapershotgun.com. The article says, quote, "This new lawsuit claims that Activision Blizzard neglected to tell shareholders about the investigation into their alleged toxic work environment, leading them to be economically damaged. Also mentioned, quote, Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, CFO Dennis Durkin, and former CFO Spencer Newman are all named in the suit with claims that they were aware of or recklessly disregarded the fact that the false and misleading statements were being issued concerning the company. So that's also because back in 2020, a game developer by the name of Alex Afraziabi quietly left the company for Blizzard from Blizzard. So they confirmed that he was let go in 2020 and said for his misconduct and treatment of other employees. So this was also an article from arstechnica.com. So you got people being fired and talking about misconduct and stuff, but they never followed through any further about whether there was any more misconduct with other employees and stuff like that. They pretty much just used the scapegoat and fired the guy that was causing all the problems. Apparently, you got CEOs and CFOs that are not doing their job. They're not following through with any policies that should be implementing. I have a fucking list here of some stories. You got men walking into breastfeeding rooms in their buildings, watching and commenting on female staff feeding their kids. You got the infamous Cosby room that they talked about during a convention, I guess they were going to. It was a hotel room which staff would bring females and fans to try to get with them, talk with them, coerce them, whatever it may be. You got text messages from former Blizzard employee David Kozik mentioning, I want to gather hot chicks for the cause. Koznik, I guess Kozak, he's trying to say or whatever. And another one, which I found on YouTube. I seen videos of Blizzard team making fun of a female for asking why their female characters are scantily clad, looking like magazine models, and all they did was laugh and ask what magazine issue they should come from. Like there's a lot of shit. So, finally.
So just to clarify, when any of us are laughing at this point, it's not because we find the situation funny.
It's just because it's ridiculous.
It's because they're basically like such hardcore incels that it's pathetic. How can people think that there's like this is a proper way to run a fucking like company, if anything?
You know what? And even so with that, the thing is that how can a human being even behave like this way, continue to behave this way, and think either it's okay or that you're going to get away with it?
Well, I think it's the concept of that they were getting away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have kids, so I was always like, you give your kid, get acts up, you laugh at it, and instead he goes, oh, it must be okay. There are no consequences, so it must be all right. And then it becomes the norm. It's the same reason why frat houses, that's what they said it in the thing that it's a frat house. It felt like a frat house versus a company. And it was just horrible to work or horrible working environment because of such. And there were no consequences to any of their actions. So the more you do it, the company's been around for like 20 years, like maybe more, same people working there. And it's like, if this is the norm, they're going to keep doing it. Why change? Nobody's stopping them. Yeah. And it sucks. It's a horrible environment. And it's like glad that a lot of this stuff is coming to light.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing that a lot of this stuff is coming to light. But it's no excuse of why it should, but it's just another example of when people cry, hey, I need help. It's not just because...
This is kind of just like this is a reminder a lot like that Me Too movement when all the harassment allegations were coming out, like during like celebrities and music producers, movie producers, directors, those executive people, when they were getting blamed and stuff, because once one or two people do it, then the ball is rolling and like more and more people start to come out and report their experiences as well. This is what's going on now. The final point that I was going to make here was that the company Fulbright, the co-founder Steve Gaynor, has stepped down after allegations of his company having toxic work environment. So he's still been helping writing the game that they're working on right now, which is called Open Roads. So he has no other hands-on involvement. But the former employees have come forward to say that the alleged behavior that led to the departure has been directed towards women. This information is also coming from an article from Game Informer. So you even have other companies right now dealing with this shit.
Yeah,
but it's good though that like Blizzard kind of, well, not Blizzard, but the employees at Blizzard really brought this whole thing to light, because that it happens everywhere, but it's just not spoken about. Because I'm pretty sure in other companies it's happening as well, but they just didn't have either like the courage, or they were just filled with fear of like, oh, what if I lose my job because of this, or whatever the case. When they're not the ones that should lose their jobs, but it's the people that keep on doing this fucking disgusting shit that need to lose their jobs.
Yeah,
and a lot of the times it's because it's a high-powered person that they go, oh well, if we make a big deal about so and so person, we could lose our jobs by making a big deal.
Yeah.
So let's just ignore it, and then it trickles down to HR. Okay, so and so is doing something. You speak to HR talks to their people, their call, whatever. Oh, if this person gets fired, we're gonna lose this. This can tank or this can go under. Let's just ignore it. And they
If this person gets fired, then World of Warcraft's going to lose a bunch of subscribers. Oh,
basically like they might
and then
think
here comes Square Enix.
yeah, exactly. That's kind of probably what a lot of it is. Maybe helped is that they're not doing too good, so people are more looking into why they're not doing too good. And some of the employees are like, "Well, I can tell you why we're not doing too good. This fucking place is a frat house. They don't even give a shit."
Yeah.
So it could have been like, hopefully, something like that happened, because that sounds like them doing bad is a blessing in a back end where people didn't realize. But I also think it's also a big thing that gaming companies now are much bigger, the same way movies industry are, right, than what they were 20 years ago. So if, God forbid, something happened at, the bar Randall works at, then nobody's gonna say too much. Somebody might get fired or something get pushed under the rug or whatever, but you're not gonna see it in this extent of cover-ups and things, because there are no huge stakes involved in Randy's bar. But
It's
if
not a
Randy's bar,
multi-billion-dollar company.
exactly. But if Randy Bar became the next, again, I don't know where he works, so probably could, but let's say the next Morimoto's restaurant, and you
Undisclosed.
found out exactly, and you found out that Morimoto's restaurant was doing some shit like this, then it would, it would come to light faster, because it's getting bigger, it's getting more notoriety, it's more interesting in the news for this to play out this way. Something will actually be done, and it sucks that that has to happen like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Actually, one thing that I do enjoy also, not just like from employees and whatnot, but even content creators regarding to like Blizzard's games, like fucking World of Warcraft or Diablo, whatever the fuck, mainly WoW. They're just stopping like playing the game entirely because of what's happening right now, and as they should, because it's like, why support something that's continuous like that? Because if anything, Blizzard definitely had like this whole kind of high horse, high, like very big ego thing, because WoW is like, well, was the biggest fucking MMO out there.
No, now it's gonna die down.
People
are looking everywhere for other opportunities.
There was another argument.
The dude's name, quick thing, Preach. He actually has like this really long video about it, as to like he's not going to support and promote the game if they're going to do something that he doesn't agree with, especially something like to this caliber. Why should he give them the attention that they want for like, oh, we're releasing this? Like, if the content's not good, then all right, whatever. He was still going to put something out on it. But now, not only is the content shit, but so is the developer. No. So with that, it's like, fuck that. Instead of covering WoW, I'm just going to do other things. And this is my reasoning as to why. You could agree with it, you can't. But one of the, like, he was a huge fucking, like, raid video, just like overall class kind of detail kind of thing. So it's a huge fucking thing. Like, everyone's fucking leaving.
There's a conversation that I ran into on Twitter, and I wanted to ask you guys about it, because now that you're on that topic, is that, what do you guys think of the fact that you should be boycotting a game or like a bunch of games like that Activision and Blizzard had made because of the situation. Because I can see it in one light, but I'm kind of iffy and don't agree with it much. But they're saying like if you're boycotting games and stuff like that, then you're not supporting a lot of the developers and the staff members that actually aren't even involved with this kind of stuff. That you're also messing with their money and their job security, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's not a single woman that's working there right now in Blizzard Activision that is being treated fairly, and it's not even just the fact that they're being harassed, but they're not getting fair payment, they're not getting fairly promotion, things like that. Like, so
credit isn't being given where it's due.
Yeah,
like if someone comes up with a fucking like game-changing idea and then they put it into a game, they're not going to be like, oh, hey, yo, this employee, she was the one that told us about this, and now that it's doing great, like, big thanks to her.
Yeah, but they're not giving those kudos out. So should the company be? Yeah, they should be all as a whole banished because everybody is participating. The entire company is participating in this structure.
I wouldn't say that.
See, this is
I
why I
wouldn't
was
say
like,
they're all participating. I would definitely say there's a very large amount, but I wouldn't say everybody.
If you have a Cosby room,
a what?
Everybody knows about. If you have there's a Cosby room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Everybody knows about.
That's a huge fucking red flag already.
This is not something that's not something that's only the so and so. Only a few of them know, but all the good workers are actually working. So no, everybody knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of large scale in this. It's not just one or two things. It's
like
you said, multiple things where everybody knows what's going on.
So you're saying
this is not right, but I'm still gonna work here.
Right, exactly. So you're saying basically they may not be involved with it, but they know of it, and because of their lack of participation, makes them a part of it as well.
Yeah, some of the ones that said, "Look," and they interviewed a few people. Yeah, I used to work there, and I left because of when I saw this shit, I said, "Fuck that," and left. I'm not dealing with this. I'd rather go work for another company. That's pride. That's good. That's what you should be dealing with. But if you're not, and you're looking at all this shit, going, "This place is fucked up." Oh well.
No, they pay me well, so
no, that's not a good thing. That's not what you should be saying. You're part of completely part of the problem. So I don't feel anything bad about those developers building these games because they know what's going on and they shouldn't.
What do you think about the ones that did the walkout on Blizzard when they did a little protest and they walked out of the building?
And those are the ones who probably end up being, at the end of the day, will be rewarded by having a fucking job. You know what I mean? Because those are the ones who knew, okay, this was fucking going on. So when they cut all these people who are doing these horrible shit, there won't be them,
Kevin, have we heard from you?
I don't know. I honestly feel like the whole Cosby room shit, everything that was going on, it's despicable. It's like one of the worst things I've ever heard of. Who the fuck even? Like, who thinks of like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a Cosby room? Like, what kind of inhumane shit is that? And all the allegations and stuff like that is becoming. It's becoming as messed up as it is. I'm glad that it's becoming more common that companies aren't as perfect as we think they are. That they have a lot of flaws, and they're going to work on that. But I don't know if this is the issue I had. Even if they do the walkout and everything, we don't know if Blizzard is going to keep the employees that walked out. We don't know that. We can pray and hope that they do, but they can do the polar asshole thing and then just fire everybody that walked out and then hire new employees.
I'm sure they'll find reasons.
Yeah, they would find this like the most minuscule reason and like get rid of them just because they don't want to deal with that person and whatever it is. It's more like a what is it? A beehive, right? Or is it yeah, it's like if you're not with us, you're against us, and whatever. They're gonna give I can guarantee within the next couple of weeks they're gonna give the apology that what is it? Yeah. That the
those top dogs.
The top dog apologies like
waiting for
we don't
the baby apology.
Yeah, the baby apology. We don't condemn these actions. Blah blah blah.
The corporate apology.
The corporate apology, and then they're still going to allow these things to happen.
Yep.
They're either gonna say, as fucked up as it is, they're going to say tone down on it or whatever, but it's going to be more hush hush. It's not going to be as noticeable.
I mean, I don't think it would happen again. Nowadays, they're going to be walking on eggshells.
Nowadays,
for that to ever happen again.
But we don't know all this shit. But for how long it's been going on, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more hidden, like the way that they were doing it. Because if we just found out about this now, like, you know, like all the stuff that was going on.
What was it like before?
What was it like before? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is that now the light's shining down on it, type of thing. It's too hard to go back and hide in the dark because they have this giant light on them. So if they do anything, they even look at something wrong, they do anything wrong. Anybody who, you know, cult goes and I just got fired for not blowing somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a big deal about it.
Mm.
You know, because it's like same old Blizzard, and if it's the same old Blizzard, you know, what people are doing now, people are leaving, not playing the games like that. That affects it. You know.
But I have a statement that, well, not a statement. I have something to counter that. How many things that happen in a company, right, that we completely forgot about? I would say a month, maybe 2 later.
But not nowadays. It's been.
I think it's gonna happen with this.
Nah, it is, because the I'm not gonna say it's going to happen. Like it happens with like we can shit on Cyberpunk 2077. We can shit on all these games. Like we don't even talk shit about how bad No Man's Sky is. You know what I mean? Like that game was awful. That's what I mean. Like it's going to be like something we're going to talk about, but unless it's pushed consistently and there's more I would say, I don't know how to fucking say it.
Yeah, but bad gameplay and bad fucking just making bad
policies.
Fulfilling,
bad
fulfilling a game is completely different from this form of abuse. You know what I mean?
No, you're totally right. And the thing is, I get what Kevin's saying, as in like just any negativity towards a developer because of what they did is gonna kind of like brushed under the fucking carpet. But the thing is that with No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk, it's bad release, but the thing is that they actually did something good with it later on, that even though the good wasn't really kind of like brought to light, the only reason we shut up about it is because, like, you know, they're making improvements or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Now with this, it's a lot bigger. In boycotting the game, yes, it's a whole kind of like like, you know, if you don't play the game, if you don't support them anymore, then what about these people that are actually doing what they're supposed to? Or like if you don't, then, you know, this happens, whatever, blah blah. The whole gray area is that if they see that they're fucking up, they have to improve in some way. You get rid of the fucking bad apples, you start to improve the fucking batch, and just keep on showing that you're actually going to grow as a company. It's not going to be, oh, right now we see it, next month we forget. No. Right now we see it, next month we're going to be like, hey, have you guys changed? No? All right, whatever. They're literally losing out on fucking millions because people are cutting off their subscriptions for whatever the fuck it was, because there's a monthly, bi-monthly, tri-monthly, for half a fucking year and a year, right?
Yeah.
For whatever the fuck they gouge you for, even with the microtransactions, no one wants to buy shit anymore. Well, there are those that don't want to buy shit anymore. So the only way that they can make the money that they were making before is if not only they improve their product, but also if they improve their staffing, now that we see what's going on behind the fucking curtain.
Yeah.
Because if it's going to continue, there's no way in hell I'm going to keep on giving them my fucking money. Not that I did to begin with. But if I'm going to be supporting their really shit behavior, fuck that.
That's the thing, is that you don't want, and now you have to be in the P's and Q's and do everything good, because if you start, let's say we go back to normal, all of a sudden Randy's, you know, fucking touches Danny. And Danny fucking cries. Oh, he made me.
He wouldn't, but he wouldn't. We know he wouldn't. That's the thing.
He put the broken tooth on me. I can't do it, you know. And he, but that gets out there. That gets out there. People are gonna be like, no, this is the same fucking company. I'm not gonna support it again. Yeah. And then go back to it, and then they're gonna lose. So they're gonna be like, no.
But that's
the conversation I hate. That's the conversation I hate, where like musicians and like actors and stuff like that, when they're caught doing some stupid shit, and then people try to separate it. They're like, "Oh no, but the music's still good. I'm gonna listen to the music. Just don't like the person." I'm just
again,
like, no,
that was
no.
But then, like I said, that's why I said that this is a different age from what that was. You know, like that's the Michael Jackson and R. Kelly's, but like nowadays, a lot of those people happening, Kevin Spacey, things like that. You don't
break
see Kevin Spacey anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of them that got
You don't see
caught.
Epstein anymore either.
Exactly. For good reason. But I think that shows the power of social media that we have. I mean, it's it's always been the good and the bad of social media, because even if you're innocent, which rarely the case, you're still going to be seen as this, like, and.
But that's the mentality I hate. There's two things I wanted to say with the statement. I don't like the word if. It has to change. If like that's why I'm like I'm it's not a if, they have to change. If they don't change, well, when they if they take the actions to change, then I would say that, like, I would be there for everything positive. I would want them to be a better company. But there's too many ifs for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see, and we're gonna see what happens. But that's the whole thing. It's if. And the second thing, I fucking blanked on it.
All right, so what W. Huertas was saying on the chat, he says they will never fix the problem. The rich think they are untouchable because they have the money to buy anyone. They will never change. Now, although I do believe that statement, because I'm sure like these CEOs, CFOs, whoever it is getting caught and busted and they're stepping down and stuff. They're stepping down because they're still saving their asses. They're still going to end up in another company somewhere else, and they're gonna do the same shit at some point. Now, also the same goes for Blizzard. Blizzard may still be taken over by better leadership for now, but God knows how long that'll take before they end up getting corrupt as well. So that's why we have to have these strict policies and separate departments, like checking up on them and doing what's proper, like away from these leaders, because these leaders tend to be the ones that are corrupt and letting all the shit slide.
What is that saying? I can sum this whole article up, both these articles up, in one saying: you either live long enough to die a hero or see yourself become a villain. And that's literally what the fuck this is. That's the best way to sum up these articles.
Based Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, Harvey Dent. So it's a really interesting topic, because Kevin made a good point as well. It's just that, like, the gaming industry is looked in like these, what did they call it, like rose tinted glasses kind of way. Like in this way. You ever heard that term before? It's like you're seeing what you love in a very different light, that you don't see the actual dark side of things, because the gaming industry
like the honeymoon phase.
The gaming industry,
that's what I was gonna say too.
Like what?
The honeymoon phase.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the thing is that, like, with the gaming company, everybody sees it as it's a bunch of guys, a bunch of gals. They're playing video games. They're having fun. They're having a good time.
Just a bunch of dudes being guys.
Yeah, it's like they're it's like all their officers are fucking Chuck E. Cheese's, and all they're doing is playing arcade games and messing with their stuff. So
their staff apparently.
So
we're over here thinking it's 5 minutes.
There's a lot of and sexual harassment stuff aside, like, there's a lot of stress factors. There's a lot of shit that they go through. Like, we talked about crunch time before. That's a big issue. Like, there's a lot of shit that they go through.
Imagine being pressured to meet a fucking deadline while trying to have somebody like fuck you. Like,
yeah, that's how do you expect the women in the industry are supposed to, like, give you efficient, like, work how do you say
if they don't even feel like comfortable doing their fucking job?
Yeah.
That's also
it's like,
why.
oh, nice opinion, but no, I'm actually not going to go into this one. That was going to be a really bad joke. I'm sorry on behalf of Ragnarok.
I'm going to go to use the bathroom. Randy, no talking.
No.
And it is kind of like, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Kevin's picture is also Danny.
Oh, you guys. Oh, Jesus.
Guess what my picture is? You ready? No.
It's Mario Fleshlight.
Same shit.
It's still a bad joke. It's still
Mario Fleshlight. Never change, Danny.
No, never will. This one good.
Yeah. Anything else before we move on from that?
Well, and you fucking guys play it.
What?
Honestly, I don't see myself doing anything with, like, Blizzard's IPs. Not anymore.
Bungie. Oh fuck. No, I didn't mention the game. I mentioned Bungie. Doesn't count.
I'll say it. Because Destiny is on the Blizzard store.
No, it's not.
Because Activision.
No, because I was going to say Bungie was working with Activision, and they broke up at the perfect time because of this. They were with Activision for a while.
Yeah, because D2 is on the Blizzard store, if I'm not mistaken.
Blizzard, really?
I'm pretty sure I had purchased it on Thing for PC, and I never played it.
I didn't know that
on PC. So that's like $60 gone to waste, but it's okay. Fucking whatever. Again though, I stopped playing WoW at Cataclysm. No, well, yeah, technically that was the last one. Yeah, that's when I went hardcore. Draenor was right when like fell off. The last thing I actually played by them was like Heroes of the Storm. Mm-hmm. Aside from, I'm not touching anything from Blizzard. Not even the new fucking Diablo's coming out. I was excited, but that's the keyword was. Well, fucking, it's not even going to be released to me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Until they actually get their fucking act together and behave like proper human beings and find the way to respect one another, then I'll consider going back to some of their shit.
And that's
probably not WoW. Probably not WoW. But, like...
No, I'll never go back to WoW.
Maybe D4. Fucking, you're stuck in Final Fantasy.
Well, I don't like WoW. I mean, I'm done with WoW. And I don't play PC games anymore. So.
Okay, Kevin's back.
Holy fuck. Yeah,
Kevin, your background.
You should probably mute him while you can. Oh, there we go. But
I mean, but like you said, that is you did bring up a good point of like we're all boycotting. Everybody's boycotting Blizzard, and in their mind, for some reason, they're thinking, "Wow," you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just WoW what they're boycotting. They're not thinking about any of the other games.
They're not thinking about Overwatch or Diablo or any of that shit.
Exactly. And if they were to release, honestly, maybe not this week, but next week, if they released Overwatch 2 or Diablo came
everyone
out,
would fucking eat that shit up, honestly.
Play it. And even, honestly, even like me, I would like, not even thinking that it's Blizzard, would go, oh, fuck, all right. Diablo. Well, I want to play that. I have to play that. I can't wait to play that. We all got to play that, Not even thinking about what's going on. And they might be counting on that, sadly. So hopefully there's some good changes happen before games like that come out where people just brush it under the way, Kevin was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's hard to change. It's hard to change. Not everybody's willing to change. And that's something that I'm always going to look forward to because these type of topics, I'm like really, really into.
Because a lot of the change starts from the top, and I think a lot of the top is not really being changed right now. Like the HR guy left, but that just sounds like that's the person they wanted to make the fall guy was the HR.
Yeah,
the head HR person, but ultimately
we need to see more people. HR. We need to see more people fired and stepping down.
Because ultimately, it wasn't the HR's total fault. Obviously, HR reports to somebody to go. I had to. Somebody reported something about so and so person. We need to fire them, and somebody stepped in and went, whoa, wait,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
because with firing the HR person, it's like, oh, they didn't do what they were supposed to, and that was the issue there. But that's not the issue, because the issue lies in every single fucking employee that still works there. It's going to keep on going to the fucking breastfeeding room and being like, wow, your baby's really doing a fucking number on you. Like, that's not what the fuck you do. Mm-hmm. You have to get rid of those employees. You have to get rid of the higher-ups and everyone in HR that keeps, what is it? Enabling this shit. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I think part of that article...
The CEO was told at one point what was going on, and he kind of, brushed off in the Twitter email type of thing.
He never gave a straight answer.
We take good responsibility of our people. We take good care of them. This corporate is not going on. Yeah, exactly. All the corporate answer BS.
You want to know what that is called? That is called pivoting away from the conversation.
Yeah, that's fucking what politicians do.
Because what is it? There's another article actually that the headline itself kind of bothers me because it's very specific, but it doesn't really target anything in general. It's Blizzard confirms developer named in lawsuit was removed for misconduct. Now, the only reason that they were removed, it's not because of misconduct, it's because they were fucking named in it. So because that person specifically was put there, it's like, oh shit, let's get them fucking picture.
Yeah.
But what about everyone else that they were actually
and that's what companies do, is that they get rid of the one guy claiming that he was the only guy causing the problems, and now the problem's solved, which is bullshit.
That's usually how it goes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if change doesn't come with small events. We need a lot more than just a fall guy. We need everyone that was involved. We need a lot of people to be involved, to be taken out. Like, not taken out like something bad, but they need to get fired. They need to be removed from the facility, because if you just keep taking one fall guy after another, like, you're still gonna have the same shitty company, just fewer new employees. You know what I mean? And that doesn't change anything. You're keeping that cesspool of an environment, or that toxic environment, for all these employees.
And it was very continuous, because this one part, the California lawsuit refers to the Crosby suite, misspelled in the suit, alleging that I'm not gonna fucking say his name right. I don't care. Was known to engage in harassment of females. That his suite was nicknamed the Crosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill Crosby. Again, still misspelling thing. More specifically, the suit alleges that Asswipe would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arm around them. This was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. That wasn't just like a one and done kind of deal. It wasn't like, oh, hey, we did this.
There's more than one person.
Crosby's doing it again. Like, we got to get him out of here.
To multiple female employees on multiple occasions, meaning that they had to pull him off plenty of times.
There really needs to be like some serious like fucking brainwashing training that needs to be done, especially with the males. And I understand this coming more from the males because of the fact that, you know, the gaming industry used to be so male dominant. And we, I guess you could say, like, we weren't used to having females around when it came to the gaming environment, whether it be like just you being a gamer or you working with gaming and things like that. So it's like these motherfuckers don't know how to behave in front of a female now. They don't know how to actually socialize with them, because
and the thing is, it's not even now.
So long.
It's not even now either, because back when, obviously we still fucking play card games, but like, you go to a card shop, even now, you take a girl with you, you're literally going to hear the entire room go silent.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to stare. Everyone's just going to fucking like breathe heavy, or they're going to try to be like, oh, hey, can I buy this like $300 pack of cards real quick? And then like, for what? Like I don't understand what it is about like actual neck beards. But something about them, it's just fucking terrible, dude. Honestly.
I don't know, man. I don't understand that shit.
I think proper training is just in order, really. Like that's just a
part
of it.
We need that Zoolander kind of brainwashing.
Yeah, relax, go through it.
Yeah. Just put Frankie Goes to Hollywood
over and over and over. Yeah.
And instead of trying to kill the Chinese prime minister, just like behave around women. Behave around women. Behave around women.
It's like that Family Guy episode when they were trying to influence people to smoke, and he was like, "Smoke."
Yeah. Smoking yet?
Smoking yet?
They say, "I don't do it."
Fucking, what is it? Subliminal messages.
The thing is, like even like some of the women even said some things when it came to like the breastfeeding room. In the article that I read, they were saying that they had complained that there's no locks on the door, and they wanted manager to put locks on the door, and they ignored them. They said, "Oh no, it's not needed. It's fine. It's fine the way it is." So like,
it's very
you
necessary.
would think in a place where you need fucking privacy, like a breastfeeding room, that you'd put locks, and you can't
and then
do that shit.
Not just that, but also the fucking audacity of these fucking cunts to actually like make these remarks as they're like breastfeeding their children in front of actual children. Yeah, sure, they won't remember it, but that's no fucking excuse. Like you don't say shit like that in general. Like, why?
I need another shot.
Bro, fucking, this is my simple and clean shot. And
bro,
it's so smooth.
I can't. I think I'm running out of alcohol. Yep, I'm running out of alcohol, guys.
Oh shit.
It's lit. We out.
Here's one of the things that you alcoholics, not alcoholics, you drinkers, that I don't get. You'll do this. Oh, it's so smooth.
No, it's smooth as in like it has a nice burn to it.
Smooth meaning it doesn't have burn.
Oh, that's good. No, that wasn't a look of a face of that was good.
It's like butter.
Oh, that tastes so good.
The thing is, it's like, okay, so have I done shots lately?
Oh, I can't wait to do 3 more.
We did goose during fucking thing.
We get 6 more, please.
Yeah, I'll have another.
Like, oh, let me do it again. Like, no.
Just put the bell around your arm. You're like,
no,
so good.
Let's not touch that there. No, we're not.
Let's not touch people there.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Blizzard, we're talking to you.
I get the drinking thing. That's kind of funny. It's true. So true. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Martinez.
Yeah. So all right. So we're gonna go to like the guess the game stuff now. We're gonna go. Not the guess the game, the 20 questions version. We're just gonna go over some pictures, and you guys, whether it be you guys are watching or any of the co-hosts and stuff, we're all gonna try to guess what the game is.
It's gonna be on Twitch.
It's gonna be on Twitch. You guys gotta watch Twitch.
I gotta pull up my Twitch.
So
pull it out. What?
Yeah,
no, don't pull it out.
Yeah, don't pull it out, please.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Yeah.
Don't stand up.
So
Sponsored by
Dingleberries.
Oh, good. What was I gonna say? No, I'm throwing off.
Why do they look like raisins?
Oh yeah. So I'm working on a Jeopardy quiz that we're gonna do probably in a week or two. So we're gonna do that. And also, I guess anything else that you guys might want to do for gaming wise, like I don't know if you guys want to try anything else. If you want me to do another
hide the sausage,
I tied the pickle.
If you want me to do another, God, you guys are throwing me off. Can we go through one episode we're not talking about sexual shit?
No, with alcohol involved, I don't think you can. I don't think I can.
Do another battle royale if you guys want me to do another battle royale. That's what I was trying to say.
That was fun. I like those.
So, yeah.
What if? Now, hear me out. We had an all-woman mud battle royale.
After what we just talked about.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, somebody
you got it.
Somebody didn't learn that lesson.
You got it.
Yeah. And then the only time I hear from everybody, what the hell?
Fuck Streamlabs.
Oh, fuck Streamlabs. Get the fuck out of
Streamlabs
here.
really smoked him. Sorry,
I gotta take that off the fucking chat list or whatever. The what was it? What do you call these things? Moderator list?
Moderator.
Yeah. Shit, what was I gonna say?
Dust.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. Don't even worry about the huertas. Fuck you, Streamlabs. Exactly. All right, so we're gonna go to picks. And this will be our first one.
Oh, me. Pick me.
Sure.
Me. It's Alan Wake.
I came up super delayed.
Well, maybe you have to have it on source. Wait, are you on your phone for it?
No, I'm on the computer.
Oh, I have it on source. It's a lot faster.
What do you mean source?
Fucking hover over the picture, click on the gear, and then for quality, just click source. Oh, pick me.
I got auto. Oh, source. Okay.
Is it working for you?
Actually, ask Kevin if he knows what it is.
And see if you know anybody else.
If you want to shit on me, Randy, go ahead. I don't know this
No,
game.
because I wanted to give you guys a fucking chance at least.
Danny, you should know this. You better know this one.
You definitely better fucking know this.
Tomb Raider.
Wow.
No, this is
beyond something.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls.
Close.
Is that Ellen Page?
Beyond something, right?
Isn't it
Beyond Good and Evil?
Beyond
Good and Evil.
Yeah. Haven't got it. There we go. Haven't got it.
I do it
Give
Beyond.
Kevin a
I
point.
just couldn't get the last part.
All right.
Beyond these nuts.
Beyond Deceit and Despise. All right, what's this?
Oh, I know this one.
Champions.
Danny, go.
Gauntlet. Something. Got it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Holding up.
Word just actually got it.
Smoked me before I even got a chance to say the answer, even though I didn't know what it was.
You had no idea what it was. There we go.
I love Golden Axe. I just played on Genesis. I don't know which part.
Oh, I know that one too.
Oh,
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Ico.
Oh, it's Ico.
Yeah.
Ico.
Ico. I'm so proud of myself.
I was worried that nobody would guess that one just because like the pictures kind of.
Sir, I'm gonna have to tell you.
Oh no.
Prince of
Infamous.
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 Come on, baby! Don't play with me. I know that game. I tried to do a good run and I got a bad end.
Is that from the first one? Because actually, that's like a genuine question. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I didn't play the first one. I didn't play any of them actually.
I didn't play the second one.
The second one he had.
Razor's Edge.
What?
Mirror's Edge.
Razor's Edge.
Potato's Edge.
Potato's Edge.
Can't shoot guns in this game.
420p Edge. You're picking them too easy, dude.
Yeah.
What?
It's warm-ups.
You said
Raven
too easy,
Rabbit.
and now you.
Man, you see, yo, Randy, why did you do this?
I had to speak for him.
You hit us with
shit.
Hit us with the.
Oh.
This game.
Oh. Fuck.
I forget the name of that game. It's the one that they're chained together.
Yeah.
Leticia.
Whiplash.
Good job.
Whiplash, yeah. Also known as Cat Dog.
That's a rabbit.
You are
Cat Dog the video game.
It's Cat Dog the video game. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. They chained them ass to mouth.
This is the last one. Danny, you better get this.
It's late on me. So.
That's another Squaresoft
game.
Xenogears. Yeah.
Xenogears.
Xenogears.
I'm on a Xenogears Facebook group where they just talk about Xenogears and pop up old pictures. I just like watching it every now and then. Obviously, they keep clamoring about a remake. It's not gonna happen, dudes.
For Xenogears, yeah, I would love that, but I doubt that would happen. That's more of a cult classic, and it would.
People would like, at least put it on the PS4.
You know
PS5.
what I think they would do a remake for, and I would hate that Xeno Saga.
Those are
I hate that game.
They've done I think they remade.
You don't like the game?
No, I hated it.
No,
it's just
it
was
a
fucking
all
story and talking and dialogue. It was barely any combat.
But there was also like Cosmos and her titties.
Nope.
It was an Android right there.
Bad. If they sped it up, like I think part 3 wasn't too horrible.
Give us a Xenosaga Zodiac Age with like a fast forwarding kind of thing.
Yeah, but the ones for for Switch or whatever you call it, Wii U, that Chronicle one, that Xeno Chronicle.
Oh, Xenoblade.
Xenoblade,
yes.
Xenoblade, yeah. Those got really big, and I think they remade one of them. Or
they're actually they are big, but the thing is that they're like a super fucking hardcore JRPG, where Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has like a 24 to 28 hour tutorial. Like they literally don't stop showing pop-ups for like the first chunk of the fucking game.
Jeez, no.
Mind you, the game's long as shit.
That's like fucking Skyward Sword all over
funny,
again.
actually. What's with them and putting pop-ups in games like that? It's just
some developers don't get the idea that like you need to stop holding people's hands at some point. Like again, like my point. That's why I never finished Skyward Sword, because the fucking fee
no hand holding.
Kept on holding. Well, see, you need hand holding in the beginning so they could teach you how to play the fucking game. But eventually, but eventually they need to let go.
That is okay.
Who needs a 30-hour tutorial?
That's the best.
Can the game just punch me in the face at like the first scene? Like I just want to get abused. The first 30 seconds, be like, you suck. All right, here's how to play the game.
Look at Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild didn't hold your hand at all. Like you had to learn all the mechanics pretty much by yourself.
People are still finding out tech with that game. It's fucking ridiculous. Like to this day, there. What?
Danny.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know. I didn't hear that, but I just put everything 2 and 2 together. Hello, Mr. Yeah. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever met him. No, maybe once.
Yeah. What were you saying, Randy?
Yeah, no, like, even to this day, like there's still videos of people just like finding out different shit that you could do with like in Breath of the Wild in terms of like figuring out like what kind of abilities to mix together just to kind of increase a bunch of shit. Like there's this whole kind of quote unquote fast travel thing that you could take a boulder, put it into stasis, beat the shit out of it, like jump on top of it, still hit it, and then once it launches, like you're still riding on it because like all the damage that did, it just like.
You know what's my favorite part about that? When they adjust it, they literally just shoot an arrow at whatever angle that they want, and then they just like They hold on to it and they let go. I was like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
I did it.
There's one video. Go first.
No. I was saying like I did it one time and I got launched, and then I ended up launching myself into a mountain, and you know what happens with mountain and boulders, so I died.
There's a video I looked at on Instagram. I didn't send it to you guys, but it's like they cut down I think it was like some tree or some shit, but it was in stasis. They took out an axe, started to spin, so all the damage that was going onto it was totally fine. Whatever. They climb onto it, hit it with an arrow, did the whole trajectory thing that you said, and then once it launched, it ended up bringing them to a quarter heart. So they bought out the fucking paraglider, and as they're sailing, it's like, okay, they're gonna go to where they're going, and then the fucking the trunk just goes and kills them.
That trunk be your worst enemy, man.
Very unfortunate. Very funny.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is it for today. We're gonna finish up with about 10 minutes left of the show. We are starting with a new community question fresh starting this week. We're going to do it monthly. So the community question we'll talk about at the end of this month, at the end of August, whatever episode that falls on, whether it be the last week of August or the first week of September, we'll talk about it. And that question was Kevin's question. What game turned you into the gamer that you are today? So just think about that. Think about what game, whatever it may be. You know, if you're a retro player, a fucking Atari and
Barney Great Adventure.
Nintendo and Barney's Great Adventure.
Stop.
PS1, PS2, like these two youngins over here probably didn't play any shit to like the PlayStation 4 came out.
Not at all.
No, I played on PS1. Actually, there's a Sesame Street game that I vividly remember that was so fucking fun for me.
Yeah,
I know that one.
I don't remember what the name was.
So y'all heard it. It was Sesame
so
Street
amazing.
is this game.
Sure, why not?
So yeah, that's the community question. We'll touch on it again. I'll mention it every episode until we're ready to talk about it at the end of the month. What game turned you into the gamer that you are today? Aside from
just
that,
a quick thing.
Yeah,
Grover was on a rover in the game.
Rover has a rover.
He was on Mars, and you had to like shoot letters to like spell words and shit. Dude, that thing was amazing. And then like when the hub world was Sesame Street itself, and you had to keep on like going through like the different people to see what you wanted to play.
Oh my god!
I kind of want to find that game now. To be quite honest.
You know, if we're gonna talk about like kiddie games that we remember, Danny, do you remember? And I will admit this proudly. Me and Danny got so desperate one day about renting some games at Blockbuster because we rented literally the whole store full of video games, and I rented Rugrats for the PS1.
We also rented the Barney game, so there was that.
I don't remember Barney. Yeah, I remember Scooby Doo. I remember Scooby Doo, and I remember Rugrats.
It was
actually Scooby Doo was hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Barney
Scooby was hard. No, Barney was annoying.
I don't remember that.
Obviously, I rented Barney, but I had my godmother and everything. But so she loved Barney at the time. It was every time you try to cross the street or something, you would go stop, look both ways before you go. And it would do it so much. It would not let you do anything. It would go, look both ways before you go. It was so bad. It was unplayable.
How are you going to speedrun it?
Yeah, I know, right?
I should watch a speedrun in a party. The Scooby-Doo game was hard too because it was just mechanically hard.
Yeah,
just getting past from point A to
point
B.
Camera.
It's just really rough.
Yeah. Rugrats wasn't that bad. I mean, obviously it was easy as hell, but it wasn't that bad of a platformer.
Our Real Monster, that was my favorite. Remember Our Real Monsters?
Mm-hmm.
With the monsters, or whatever. But that was fun because you can switch between the characters and they had different moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that game was kind of ahead of its time if you think about it, like platforming and the way you do the platforming and everything.
Yeah,
dude, a lot of games were like fucking ahead of their time.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything was very innovative back then, or they just took a lot of risks that paid off super fucking well.
You know what I realized that makes me laugh a little bit. You're a bit of a classic horror type of thing, like
dude. I am a classic.
You're like
slut.
an old man.
He's an old soul.
Yeah. You're an old soul. You're an old man stuck in like a 12-year-old body. Because fucking voice, you go, what are you doing, son? But it's like all the games you're like, oh, I love this game from back in the day, and you're like, bitch, you weren't even alive when that game came out.
I wasn't alive.
He wasn't conceived.
I'm not gonna go where I was gonna go.
Like, they were better back then. Like,
no, because the thing is,
what do you
it's
know
like,
by back then?
I played a lot of shit. Like my biggest memories are PlayStation 1, but I definitely remember playing on what is it, like Genesis or someone's Super Nintendo or shit like that.
But
Like,
but again, that's the thing. Okay, playing my first console was Nintendo, playing Mario Mario 3. I never actually played Mario 3. You know what I mean? Like, yes, technically I played it, but I was fucking 4 years old. Maybe Mario 1, I should say. I never actually played it. I was 4 years old. I probably just went back and forth in fucking circles and just kept playing the same over and over. We don't actually play those games until you're older and, like, like, really grasp the concepts of a lot of those games. And it has to be, like, over 8 years old type of thing where you can fully grasp what the hell you're doing.
I very much go against that because what is it? Like I was playing Tekken 3 was like one of the first games I played on the PlayStation 1. Granted, I had no idea what I was doing, but then I progressively started to like understand what like the buttons did and shit. And that's kind of where I started playing other shit like Spyro or like Jersey Devil and whatnot. No, but the thing is that I actually made progress in these games. It's not a thing of like
just button mashing and getting by.
Yeah. Like again, for Jersey Devil, it's a platformer, a very janky platformer at that. Yeah. But like I understood, this button does a spin, this button does a jump, this one if I hold it, I glide, which not many people at fucking like 4 or 3 years old are gonna be like, oh, what if I just like press and hold this and like it changes, or what if I press it and it does something different? Mm-hmm. So I've been doing this for quite a bit. I did skip a generation in PlayStation. Like PS3, I didn't really do so much on that one. I just did Metal Gear 4.
Nobody even did PS3. It's a system that didn't do too well.
I was barely there. Yeah. I think what was the biggest game that I had on my PS3, Danny, was like Metal Gear 4, was it?
Metal Gear.
Pretty much it. I literally beat that shit I played the game 15 hours straight and I beat the game in 2 days.
Because you only had an hour left at the end.
Yeah, I had very little time left. I was so mad because I was just like, oh, I'm ready to play, ready to get more into it and shit like that. An hour into it, I was like, oh, that's it, end. And then just a fucking hour and a half long cutscene. Thank you, Hideo.
In the words of Dave Chappelle, gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah. By the way, W. Huertas, the Zaxxon game, it came out in ColecoVision and Atari.
Not
Nintendo.
See, no, I didn't play no ColecoVision.
I never played ColecoVision, but I did play Atari and of course Nintendo. So
yeah, I played
what about the Commodore 64?
No, not a Commodore either. Never got to do a Commodore.
Manny still has cousin of mine. He actually has all those consoles.
He kept them all.
He's a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah,
and he's in like Superman condition.
Yeah, those things go for some money.
How much trying to sell it for?
He has a bunch of stuff. He doesn't. He's the type of person he likes to have because he's to have it.
Yeah, collector. He seems like the collector type, especially being an artist and everything.
He probably has some crazy comic books.
My fucking PS. So every system I've ever owned, I've always traded in to get the next console.
Me too.
Oh, shut up, Streamlabs.
I'm not gonna.
It's never gonna let you go.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I saw the comment for Streamlabs, I wanted to punch my tablet, but then I was like, I'm gonna slow myself down.
Yeah, Commodore was first.
There's normally 7 Circuits of Hell, but there's an 8th one specifically made for Danny. That's just like solely Streamlabs.
It's just Streamlabs.
That's all it is. Just on the computer. His purgatory is fighting Streamlabs.
It's trying to be live, and it's like 1:00. He's like, I can still go live. I can
still do it. Okay, can you guys hear me? And it's just us like,
no.
Fucking one video doesn't work. The other
one does. So tired that day. I was so tired that day.
Yeah.
You're like, who should win? I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
No, I was still even heated the next day too, man. You won't believe.
I don't have to say, Dave.
No, we believe it because it's like what you don't hear on the stream, you see on your face.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not good at hiding my emotions. Like you'll know if I'm pissed, you'll know if I'm depressed, you'll know if I'm whatever. Like, yeah. I don't try to hide that shit anymore.
Yo, just letting you know, the next day I was hyped because Kirby went. I was like, "Let's go!" I was at work and there was like,
I don't know if that was the same one or not. I can't remember what the. I can't remember if it was that one or the one before.
Fucking no, it was 2 weeks consecutively that it was just fucking up.
I know it was 2 weeks, but the first time it fucked up though, we stood actually.
Yeah,
like
we
an hour
started
and a half.
about we started at
late,
11:30 or 12, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We started properly at that time.
Yeah, properly. It's actually working. But anyways, all right, so we'll leave it at that because we're hitting the 1.5 hour mark. Thank you guys for joining us. That is all the news for today. I am going to start being more hardcore on the show. Randy, no nasty jokes there. Oh, see, it had to be Danny to do it now this time. You see, look at that shit. I can't trust any of y'all.
You know what the actual best part is? I had no idea what you just said, and like it took a second for everything to process. Because what I was thinking of right now was so Letty actually has whiplash. That's the only reason she fucking knew it like correctly.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
So I'm probably gonna play that.
Yeah,
and come back with a full opinion on it. Dude, her collection for PS3 games it's kind of small, but it's like enough.
Yeah.
It's Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2,
boy.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That's 3 shots.
3 shots.
No, it's gonna be 1 shot. No. Let me just do 1. I'm gonna die if I do 3.
Yeah.
But what is it? Fucking for Kevin, there's Tekken 4 and 5.
Yo, let me get that. Let me borrow that right quick.
First off, Tekken 4 is way better than 5 in my opinion.
4 is way better than 5.
And it's 4 fucks.
It's all unbalanced.
Fucks.
I'm gonna take a shot for that, but 4 is it was my first fighting game. That's why I took my virginity.
3 was my first.
3 was your first?
Yeah.
No,
I'm telling you, fucking for PlayStation 1, 3 was my first. I used to main Hwoarang, and I also love Nina in that game. And then I would also play as Gon just because why not? It's a little T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Danny, who I always play with, Danny.
Who you always play? A King. Fuck me up with King all the time.
King.
Danny was the one that taught me the octopus hold.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling with Nina's fucking command grabs.
Yo, I fucked up. I'm over here learning the rolling death cradle, which says like 99%.
Right. Well, we're gonna wrap up. We could talk about this at the post show. So as I said before, I'm going more hardcore into the podcast, meaning I will be streaming now. I decided to start some streaming Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. So I'm going to try to stick to those schedules. Saturdays and Sundays early in the morning-ish afternoon, like 11 to 12 o'clock, and then Tuesdays in the evening about 7 o'clock. I haven't established a time yet, but if you follow me on Twitch, you can look at my schedule on Twitch, and it'll be on there so you guys can see and click follow, click the notification stuff so you guys know when I'll be streaming online. Now, what I also will be doing is making more content videos. I'm going to be keeping up more with the news, not just going to wait the entire week in order to report the news. So I'm going to do some videos. Hopefully the guys will be free every now and then so they can record with me. But for the most part, whenever I get the chance, I'm going to record some videos, do some news time. And then on Thursdays is when we can meet up for Twitch and we'll chat with each other and we'll chat with the rest of the followers and we could have a good time there. Randy, you're going to say something?
Sunday, Monday, Thursday is when I'm free.
So, Sunday, Monday, Thursday.
Also, fucking, so she sent me a picture of her shit, and I saw hurdy-gurdy. I looked it up.
Nice.
I have not fucking seen that shit in years.
What are you talking about?
Hurdy-gurdy?
What is that?
It's a fucking PS2 game.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Well, all right. So we're gonna finish up anyways.
I'm gonna finish up.
So that's the time that I'll be streaming. We're going to do more videos. Be sure to check out thedrunkenguardian.com for all the links. That includes all the TikTok, Instagram. I'm always on Twitter all the time. We do have a YouTube channel as well for the show clips as well as the news clips that I'm going to be posting from now on as well. Obscure old games. Yeah. So that's going to be it. Remember, drunkenguardian.com. Kevin, you do your streaming. I know you're streaming just before our show today.
Yes. I'm going to stream Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'm going to finish the hero story. That game is so meme worthy. I'm going to do that, finish that game, and then I'm going to play some fighting games. So come over there and show some love. I want to see how to play a fighting game. I still have to make your video, Dan.
My video? Oh yeah,
your video. How to block for dummies.
I thought about that too, because if you want to do the streaming thing on Tuesdays, we could stream on Tuesdays the fighting game stuff.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down.
And then have both of you guys on cam?
Yeah.
I'll be working, but it's like give me a rough estimate of what time, and I'll just like have my phone open on Twitch. Fuck it.
Anytime after 3:00, I'm good.
Yeah.
I tend to work at like 4:30.
It's gonna look like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That's about the time.
The funny thing is I'm gonna be telling Dad, like, Dad, just stop being scared. Don't be scared of me.
I'm just gonna be blocking in the corner.
I was like, I guess this is how you chicken block.
What was it? Chicken block.
Yeah. So
we gave Dan a mini class when he came by.
You mentioned your channel.
Yes.
Where it's at.
Yes. You can follow me, or you can find me at bonelessbones_TV. And I mainly do fighting games, but I do other games there too. These lovely individuals here opened up my passion for Metroidvania kind of games, so I'm starting to explore those type of games and roguelikes. So we'll see tomorrow what I play.
Blame Danny for that passion.
Yeah, Randy, I blame him for that.
Randy the Ragnarok, goodbye.
I'm considering the whole streaming thing that you mentioned before. To be quite honest,
I've been trying to get you this shit for like what the past
literally since quarantine. Since fucking quarantine.
You can stream fucking Kingdom Hearts to your heart.
Yeah, you don't even need to have your webcam on. Just enjoy the game and stream the game. And
you can stream it off your PlayStation too, though.
I'll definitely just do like a whole drunken Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough of just critical mode. But just fucking, I'll like edit the shit later. I'll just voice over it.
Danny, pleasure.
Hey,
Sober Guardian. He's gonna be busy with his new baby.
Mm-hmm. And if he stands up, you can see his nuts.
Wow.
If you want that content, please follow us at onlyfans.com/drunkenguardian.
Where the fuck
Find
is my
OnlyFans? I got it. I know it.
Ending it now.
I'm telling you, go to OnlyFans. You type in TDG, it comes up.
Go away. No. Goodbye. Don't listen anymore.
I was about to hit them with the sponsor, like, hey, jerkmates.
Are you tired of jerking off?